Hi everybody, I hope you're all well today. I want to share a testimony and I want to share out of God's word, and it's in Colossians 3 and it's verse 23 to 24, and it says, "And whatever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not to men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the reward of the inheritance, for you serve the Lord Christ." And this is a testimony of my eldest daughter, and she works for a bank in South Africa. And she was, for a year, she looked and applied for 50 positions, and she got interviews for 4 jobs, and she got offered 2, and she went into the position she wanted. But she'd been there about a year, so she was looking to do something else, and she said she really wants to move up the ladder. And an opportunity came when a lady was on maternity leave, had her to do a dialer course, and they trained her and she went into it. And she really worked hard, and she really wanted this position, and she worked hard and long hours training. And when the door came through, the door opened for opportunity for her, for the position to come up, she went for the interview, but she didn't get it, and another guy got it. So when he came, she was a bit disappointed. I said, "Well, Shaylee, you know, when you do everything, do it as if you're doing it to God, not to man, and he will give you, open the door at the right time. You know, years ago when you were praying for those positions, the right job came at the right time." So it's trusting in God. And yes, we do get disappointed when it doesn't happen our way, but when we trust in God that his timing is perfect. But also, a lot of people are just like, "Oh, well, I'm not bothered now. If I can't get the job, I'm not going to bother." Do it heartily and do the best you possibly can. So I always try and encourage my children, according to God's word, do it to God. Do it as if you're working for him. Go that extra mile, because everybody else is leaving early, or everybody else doesn't want to do that, or everybody else is not interested. You just go above. Don't go down to their level. Go higher. And she did. She was disappointed, but when the guy came, she helped him, and they really got on, and she really helped him wherever he needed. Anyway, this was in 2019, and then she fell pregnant in the March 2020, and because she was pregnant, she had to work from home. So she worked from home throughout the lockdown, and then the day her maternity leave started, that was the day Caleb arrived. So she was on maternity leave, and she was only going to go back in May because she was having 2 extra months on the UIF, so she thought she'll spend as much time as she can, the 6 months at home with Caleb, you know, because she's able to. Anyway, in November, they said there's an interview going for a dialer position. Would she like to go? Anyway, she went in for it because she really wanted it. So she went in for it because she was encouraged. I thought, I really would. But I mean, I haven't been there for so long, and I haven't even done, you know, over a year now since I've done it. Anyway, she went for the interview, and she said, "Mum, it was the worst interview ever. If I get that job, it's a true miracle, because it was terrible, absolutely terrible. I had mushy brain. I couldn't remember anything. They were asking me questions. I just didn't know anything, because it was terrible. Really, really terrible, because I feel so bad, because I really I'm not good at interviews, and I get nervous, but that was really, really bad. Anyway, that was in November. Then they started asking her for checks, security checks and that. And she thought it's strange, because they don't normally ask you for checks to check on you if you haven't got the position. Anyway, she waited, and she knew they wanted to start the 1st of February. She goes, "I'm a bit sad I didn't get that job. It would have been nice, but next time I really got to learn and do my homework, and just, you know, before I go for the interview." But we thought at the right time it'll come. And, you know, we just keep on praying and believing. And she's going back to work, obviously, in the May. Anyway, obviously she hadn't heard anything. She goes, "No, I definitely haven't got it. But anyway, the right door will open." And then she got a phone call yesterday to say she got the position. And she was like, "Wow, but that is really a true miracle." You know, she really hoped for it, but then she understood if she didn't get it, and she really knew that she'd done bad in the interview. But at the right time it came. And so she doesn't have to take the extra 2 months maternity leave. And God opened the door. And when she asked the lady from there, and why did you choose me? Because my interview was terrible. She says, "Yes, the interview wasn't so good, but you'd worked so hard before. You put in extra, and you went over the extra mile before, and we really all believed that you deserved it out of anybody because of all the hard work and the effort you put in." So, you know, she done that in 2019. It's only 2021 that she's been offered the position. But work heartily to the Lord, and he'll bring the inheritance. And maybe it wasn't the time, because then when she had Caleb and she was at home, maybe it wouldn't have worked. We don't know. But we've just got to work in everything and do it the best, as if we work into God, and know that he is the rewarder. He is the one that opens the door, and he is the way maker. And I just wanted to share that, because we serve a good God, to never lose hope, to do the best that you possibly can. When everybody else is leaving early, say that I'll stay late. When somebody doesn't want that, say I'll do it. And just do that extra bit, because God sees everything. He knows all, he sees all, and he can do more than we can possibly imagine. I just wanted to share that today. God bless.